Hey guys, what is up? Dota Tech here, and today I'm going to be bringing you my $3,000 editing PC. Now, there's a bit of a difference between an editing PC and a gaming PC. With a gaming PC, you're mostly focusing on your graphics card for your build, but with an editing PC, you basically want to focus on your CPU to get as much power as you can. So anyway, let's get this started. For a CPU, we're going to be using an Intel Core i7-3930K. Now, this is an LGA 2011 CPU. It's clocked at 3.2 GHz and it's a 6-core processor with hyperthreading. This basically means that you're going to get a lot of power for only $570. To cool that CPU, we're going to be using a Corsair H110. Now, this has two 140mm fans included to go on the 280mm radiator, and this is a thick radiator. Now, I really love these closed loop CPU coolers because they don't have the mess of buying a pump, buying the tubing, buying the fittings, and they're reasonably cheap. And this one's only $130. For a motherboard, we're going to be using the Asus Sabertooth X79. This is an LGA 2011 board, so it's going to house our processor. It's got the X79 chipset. It can hold up to 64 gigabytes of RAM. Now that's really good with an editing PC because you need a lot of RAM. And it's got USB 3 for fast speeds for external hard drives or anything like that. And it's only going to cost you $325. For memory, we're going with 32 gigabytes of Corsair Vengance DDR3 RAM. We're getting 8 sticks of 4 gigabytes a piece, which equals 32 gigabytes. This RAM is 1600 megahertz and 1.35 volts. Now, you're probably asking yourself, why'd you choose this RAM? Well, I chose this RAM because it's got the color of the motherboard and it's just going to fit in perfectly for only $270. For an SSD, we're going to be using the Samsung 840 series SSD. We've gone with 120 gigabyte SSD, and the great thing about SSDs is they have no moving parts and they're 2.5 inch, and this is going to cost about $110. 120 gigabytes might not sound like much, and it isn't. For an editing PC, you need a lot of storage to house big video files, so we've gone with the Western Digital Caviar Black. This is a 4 terabyte hard drive, SATA 3, 6 gigabits per second, so it's going to be really snappy. It's got 64 megabytes of cache, and it's 7200 RPM, so it's going to be really snappy for $360. For the graphics card, now I said we weren't going to focus on the graphics card, but this actually costs more than our CPU. It's the new Nvidia GTX 780. Now, this is the first card in the new 700 series lineup. It only came out about 2 or 3 days ago now, and it's got 2 DVI, HDMI, and a DisplayPort out. It's got 3 gigabytes of GDDR5 memory on a 384-bit bus, and it's PCI Express 3.0, and it looks like a Titan, and I've got to say it looks great for only $650. To power the build, we're going with the Corsair HX1050. This is a 1050 watt power supply that supports SLI and Crossfire, so if you want to get another GTX 780, you can. It's fully modular and it's 80 plus gold. All this for only $230. To house all of this, we're going with the Corsair 900D. Now, this is classed as an ATX Super Tower case. It's got 4 5.25 inch bays, so if you wanted to add an optical drive, a fan controller, a card reader, because this is an editing PC, you might want a card reader. It's got USB 3.0, and it's water cooling compatible, so all of this for $360. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and check out my $10,000 gaming PC. This is links right on screen now. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.